Hi, my name's Ed Alfke. I'm a serial entrepreneur and investor. I built 21 companies over my career, one of them being Rent-A-Wreck you may have heard of in the 80s, and have always focused my life on my tasks, what I had to do, my endless lists of to-do things. I had all the lifestyle. I had the cars and the homes and the travel and recognition all over the world and so on. But as time goes on and you keep working and working and working and building and building and building, I noticed that during this time I went through 2 marriages. And there's been 2 or 3 times I've sold and taken a pause, and I started noticing I wasn't really happy. I loved doing what I was doing, but in terms of my personal happiness, it wasn't there. There was struggles in my business, struggles at home, because I never would give it the time and the focus that should have been part of my life ongoing while I did all this. And when you get there and you have the toys and the bells and the whistles, and you get there and you have everything, and yet you have nothing. And I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but it's kind of an emptiness thing. There's something missing. It's not so easily definable. Assets are definable, buying a house or a new car is definable, but it's stuff. And so what happened for me in the last time is I decided that this wasn't the way I wanted to continue living. A really solid question I started asking myself is, what's it all for? Having the toys, if I don't have a daily, everyday experience of being happy and some joy, what's the point? So if you're a business person or a top exec, you'll know all the pressures and all the stuff you do. And we invest in stuff and assets and cash flow and whatever. How often do we stop and say, wait a minute, I should invest in something for myself, for me, and that is how I view my world and my experience. I started working with Olga over a year ago, and what I can tell you today is that I'm happier, I feel better, and it was a great investment in myself to invest time with Olga. I should have done this 20 years ago, and I'd recommend you don't wait 20 years, let 20 years slip by before you do this. At the end of the day, having everything and nothing is not a good trade.